Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. To get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Yellow Jackets offense is on the field for the first time today. And Jesse, if there is an old warhorse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point. There is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experiences, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Dumps it off in the flats. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. When you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
And the field goal unit is on the field. And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, and receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. On the move. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. Finds a little space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Leaves it with the running back. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Forced out of the pocket. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy 1st down.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical. Setting the tone for this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Gives it on the option. Finds Zach Freese, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard. Started from the 37-yard line. The run to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
7, Georgia Tech, 3.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Crimson Tide with a second down to open play here in the quarter. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Russell. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You've got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. Well, wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Thompson. At the 40, there he goes. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Tide. Once he got some room, it was over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Yellow Jackets line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. With the catch, it's Davis. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Dropping back, it's Fitzpatrick. Quick strike complete. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Short, they'll try to carry on all cylinders. Touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Motion from the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. And moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first and a array of possibilities here. The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on third down. They want to run this quarterback. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Quick handoff. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
He's going to run it. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
To the air, it's Russell. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got a little space. And it'll be a short game, and no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more.
There he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. After run, now throw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Fitzpatrick. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll pull it down and run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tackle on before the half.
Looking downfield very late in the half. It's to the left. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Here comes that Alabama offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box. I think we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finding open areas. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
Well, you know that every single week, this guy's legs are going to be a problem, and the defense just has not had an answer for him. They can't keep him in the pocket. That last play, he's able to get outside, scramble, and go make something happen. And with that last run, he's now eclipsed the 100-yard rushing mark for the game.
Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time. Catch in the middle. It's Washington.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Handoff to the lone back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
The throw. Hauls it in. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And
touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas. Breaks, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Off-play action on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama!
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Back to pass, it's Fitzpatrick. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man downfield. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. And they can't make the connection.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. This one's complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. And the Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Touchdown! Georgia Tech! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either, and that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Running back searching for a hole. Runs for the tackle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. A strike downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to pass, it's Fitzpatrick. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw on third and goal. Here's the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Looking to get it in. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
That's caught. It's Washington. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to go up top on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the catch down the right side. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option.
Headed to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella was always open.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Alabama quickly back to the line. This is a designed run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll give it to the back. Makes a man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Might as well stick with him. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. The Yellow Jackets, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Right down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the field.
Turning it on. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Fitzpatrick. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is on its way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're working that left side. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He unleashed unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it on the right. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Fitzpatrick. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll try to get the first through the air. They get to him as he throws. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game.